Alright, so I played in football yesterday, and this was my bracket run. I won 2-0 in the first round of winners. I lost to Ghost Toast, who is one of my friends. He's a Blanca player. And then I won 2-1 here and lost 2-0 here. I played Cammy the entire time. I didn't play Karin once. From start to finish, I only played Cammy. But let me show you that little graphic that they made. I don't know how Maticus found out that I played Karin. Like, I guess I played in this tournament a long time ago. Like, last time I played in this is months ago. And so I was even playing on a different CFN, but he found my Twitter, and he put my picture as Karin. I don't know how he got this information, but good on him. So with that said, I want to take a look at the 2 games that I won today, and then I have something different planned for the 2 that I lost. They're going to be in separate videos. And just in case you guys think I'm stretching the truth a little bit, see, I only played Cammy the whole time. And I played on this Viceroy account, the second account. The first match was right here. It was against a jury player. But the thing about playing in these tournaments and like tournament matches in general is they never quite go how you want them to. Like they never, no game really ever goes perfectly, but tournament matches, especially for me, never work out how I envision them because I get really nervous. Like tournament nerves get to me even when I kind of like tell myself not to. Like it's just hard not to be a little bit nervous. So you're going to see a lot of unpunished fireballs. Like I'll have EX Spiral Arrow and I just won't Spiral Arrow through the fireball. You'll see me not punish him, just storing in front of me a lot of the time. No confirms on crouch medium kick. Probably this entire tournament. Like there's a few that were just lucky. Especially when we get to the Guile game next video, the one that I lost. I literally lost the game off of a bad confirm. And Cammy is 900 HP, so bad Spiral Arrow confirm, you take like half your HP. She's a very strong character, probably the best in the game, but her only downfall is she just doesn't have a lot of HP, which is, you know, she has to be like that. A big thing throughout all of these games that I played, though, is that some of the players that I was against didn't really know how to deal with the dive kicks too well. Especially the Karin player that we'll look at next, which I understand as somebody who plays that character, it's hard to deal with. You see he's jumping a lot, and then he'll start cross-up jumping me a lot, and I don't even react. Like, I'm so nervous. Look, I don't even jump back jab. I just let him do it. That was a terrible dive kick for me, too. That was super negative. If he blocked that and just pressed the button, he would have hit me. It was super negative. That's the thing, though, about people who don't play this character. I think it's hard for them to identify which dive kicks are negative and which ones aren't. That back throw, that was the most damage a back throw's ever fucking done. She had gray health. That was way too close of a round. I started to notice that his game plan really revolved around just cross-up jumping and then throwing. So you see me tech a little bit more. You'll see me, I might jump back jab once, or jump back medium punch like once, but I'm not too worried about it. Because for him to kill me with throws and cross-up jumps would take forever. I just need to get a few hits. Unfortunate that didn't, oh, what a DP. But unfortunate that stand medium punch didn't go into the heavy punch. Mistimed it. That was a walk under back medium punch. That was not an anti-air. I messed up and walked under again and pressed back medium punch. It was not on purpose. You see, he has super N V trigger here, and I'm super scared of that activation. And I'm so scared of it that I'm trying to run away because I don't want him to activate. But he never activates. This last round too, I don't know if it's this game or the next game. There's one run where he sits on V trigger for a very long time, and I'm scared of it the whole time. Like I'm trying to run away or like not let him sweep into activate or flip kick into activate, because it's just a scary V trigger to deal with. That dive kick was also negative. My dive kick spacing is really bad. But it goes, it's a bad habit that doesn't get checked very much because a lot of people are scared to swing after it because they can't really tell. If they aren't looking for it, they can't really tell if it's negative or not. I think the rule is if it's below the waist, she's usually plus or at least even. And if it's above the waist, she's negative. Probably at least, I think she could be -2 to -6 and like +2 to +4. I don't remember the exact frame data. It's something like that though. You'll see there was the one jump back medium punch I tried to do. I finally jumped in on him storing. Got a lot of damage too. I'm trying to stagger a little bit more, but you'll see my staggers are a little bit too long. Like I'm doing stand medium punch and waiting a whole second to do the stand heavy punch afterwards. And sometimes what I was trying to do is sometimes I'd walk up and press one stand medium punch, and then other times I'd walk up and press stand medium punch and the stand heavy punch. So he has to sort of guess if I'm going to press that second button or not, and he has to start respecting it. See right there, I did stand medium punch into throw because I didn't expect him to get hit by the... I'm not looking to confirm that stand medium punch. So when it hit, I kind of just panicked and threw. But it worked out. These are some long games. That one almost went to time like twice. All right, let's take a look at this second game here. See, he's backdashing or like walking back and storing, and I'm not even taking space. I'm kind of just letting him. That stand medium, can we stand medium punch like +3, I think. So I've been using it a lot to pressure. Because a lot of people, that was very good from him, where he kind of just held the pressure because I'm plus. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just press a button in between, or they don't do the appropriate thing, which I think you probably would just DP, right? To interrupt the, it's not like a real thing. You could probably just DP to interrupt me walking forward and pressing stand medium punch over and over again. You see that's jump in. Oh god, that jump in medium punch from last game got me a lot of mileage, so I started doing it a little bit more. But his anti-airs are actually really good for most of the set. It's just the ones that did hit, because it's Cammy, did a lot of damage. Unfortunate that I didn't have super there. Like I built the super with the DP. I was feeling really confident in my footsies because I just, you know, we kind of made a few videos about that by now, about how I was sort of learning the juice box method, and then I played with my friend before this. I played with my friend Juices before this, and he kind of helped me out. Here, I don't know if he thought he had the health lead, or I don't know what happened there, because he didn't build a meter either. So I guess he might have looked at the wrong health bar or something, because he kind of just backwalked. And that worked for me because I had the health lead with like 4 seconds. Or maybe he didn't want me to build meter. I don't know. Good punish for me. I think that flip kick is -6. I could have did stand heavy punch, because Cammy's stand heavy punch, something fucked up about Cammy is her stand heavy punch is 6 frames. It's ultra fast for a heavy button. That was a super plus dive kick for me. That was actually a well spaced one. Hit her in the boots. You see, I tried to react to that fireball, but Jury's is a little bit different because it's on the floor and she can walk with it. So you kind of have to catch them walking forward with it. Because I think if you catch them by the time it's out already, it's not like reuse fireball or something where he has to recover. She does have to recover, but I think it's a little bit different because it's on the ground. I don't really understand it. Because see how he can walk behind it? Some characters can't do that. And I finally punished the startup, or the startup of it right there as it was coming out. I was kind of looking for it because he was storing a lot, and usually at that distance, like throughout the set, at that distance when he stores, he's looking to store the fireball and throw it out at me. And my next match was against this Super Diamond Karin player. I got kind of lucky because there wasn't much infamiliarity with what the character does, because this is a character that I play. And I know whenever I play her, the one thing that really irks me when I play against Cammy is the dive kicks, because Karin has to do like crouch heavy punch as like one of her main anti-airs, and you have to kind of react to whether she's dive kicking or whether she's just jumping in on you. So I kind of start abusing that after this first round. Also, you'll see me using stand heavy punch to try and preemptively whip punish a lot when he moves forward. But her stand medium kick is very hard to do that. So I try to do crouch medium kick to kind of stuff it. But I'm not very good at confirming it yet. You know, I'm not really good at recognizing when it actually hits. Because because I haven't put too many hours. I haven't put enough hours into this character yet. I just got to play more. I missed the dive kick there completely. He whiffed like 2-3 buttons right in front of me. He loves that too. I get hit by that like 2-3 times before I remember to just crouch. Because I got a bad habit of standing up and pressing jab to interrupt it instead of doing crouch jab. His approach to the character is a little different than mine. He starts jumping a lot because he realizes that I'm not very good at anti-airing. And the third one, finally, the third one I DP. And then he starts to respect it. He kind of respects it a little bit too much, to be honest. I only DP'd once out of every 3 jumps, and then he stops jumping almost completely for a little while. That was a good confirm. It's okay. I think it's okay that he burns the bar here because Cammy has no HP. He's up a round, and now I'm starting this round with half HP. Less than half HP. So I see why he burned that bar. This is where I start to notice that the dive kicks, especially in V-Trigger, he doesn't really know how to deal with. You'll see here he's reacting to me going into the air and pressing crouch heavy punch instead of EXDP. That's what you have to do on Karin to beat the dive kick, is EXDP or V-Shift. Or you backdash. You can backdash the dive kick and make it whiff if you're really perceptive of it. I don't know why I woke up DP there, by the way. I literally said that while I was playing in the tournament. If this mic was on while I was playing in the tournament, you would have heard me say, why did I do that? Because I just threw the game away. But here I bring it back. So let's get into these next 2 games. I wasn't feeling too confident after that first game, to be honest. The only thing I really noticed is that dive kicks are very effective, but I didn't know for how long. Because I didn't really have a game plan as far as like my main game plan was I want to walk in and out of that range and whip punish something, but when he puts out stand medium kick, it's kind of hard. Like what I should have been doing is walking forward and stuffing it with crouch medium kick a lot more, rather than like walking in and out of the range to try and whip punish a button that is just ridiculously hard to whip punish. I had no punish from me there because I thought he was gonna go. I thought he was gonna do one of the follow-ups. He starts jumping a little bit more here again too. Because I'm not showing him that I'm anti-airing, so why wouldn't he? I got a misinput hooligan right there. But it kind of worked out for me. I got air reset. No crouch medium kick confirms for me there. Again, I got 2 in a row. One was a counter hit, so I had extra frames to confirm it. You see there, he tries to do the command grab again. Honestly, that command grab works well against people who don't play Karin. Because they're not looking for that follow-up. She has 4 follow-ups. If you don't know, there's a dive kick again. It wins me the round. If you don't know, she has 4 follow-ups, but if you block the first part of the Rekka, you can just jab. Because she has to choose a follow-up. And if you jab after you block the first part, it's just negative, and then it gets interrupted. I just didn't jab because I got scared because I kept standing up to jab and getting command grab. That was supposed to be a preemptive whiff punish, but he just walked into it. Like he didn't walk. I thought he was gonna walk backwards and press a button, so I pressed, but he didn't, which worked out for me. I think he burned an extra bar there on accident. You see the dive kicks are working again. Look how much damage that is for 1 V-trigger dive kick. Here's another one. I don't really know the conversion if you end up on the other side, because Cammy will face the wrong direction and just swing in the complete wrong direction. So by this point, I've pretty much noticed that I'm getting a lot of mileage out of dive kicks, and he's kind of preoccupied with whether I'm going to dive kick or jump in, that I'm kind of winning the ground game now too. And that is kind of like how Cammy operates, I guess. Because anytime I take the air, his mental stack has to be, am I going to dive kick or am I not? Or am I even jumping in? Like I might be neutral jumping or something. And it sort of distracts you from playing a good ground game or like a solid neutral game. And that works in my favor here. At some point, he does EXDP, the V-trigger one, but I don't remember where it is. It might be here. No, I don't know why that didn't combo either. I didn't get the big damage. You saw there, I thought I saw him do something. Like I thought I saw him trying to input something, so I just cross-up jumped. I got scared. My dive kicks also, because I'm doing them so much, I'm not really thinking about the spacing. I get accidentally anti-aired sometimes. Not just in this set, but in other sets. Because I'm getting kind of spoiled with how much they're hitting. See there, I misinput it. I don't... At this point, because I already dodged one of the command grabs, I got kind of scared, and I thought he would go for a different follow-up. So I didn't just want to hold it, but I should have. I think I missed a dive kick input, or I just didn't do it. I don't know what that one was. Oh, I didn't get any sort of reward for that mistech. You see I'm whiffing a lot of buttons now. I'm getting a little bit nervous. The closer I get to it, well, he's closer to winning now. But the further into the set you get sometimes, the more nervous you get. Like, you start to think about, oh, I could really win this. And then some pressure starts to mount. So I play a little bit more nervous sometimes. There's the terribly spaced dive kick. And it gets accidentally... I think that was accidentally anti-aired. I think he just saw me go in the air and he pressed the button again. That was not intentional either. Anytime I do hooligan, it is not intentional. I never use that move. I mean, it has its place in her kit, but I don't really use it too much. It mostly comes out when I'm doing down back and I like stand up to do a dive kick or something. And it just comes out. Or I'd like stand up and press a punch. He plays Karin with... He uses the shoulder a lot more as a... There's the DP on the V-trigger dive kick. So now I've lost half of my V-trigger. And I'm neutral jumping to try and bait a response out. Or to like throw him off at least. Here I thought I was dead. I thought this was game over. Because it's like it's 15 seconds. He's got the health lead. And he's got a bar there. V-trigger to V-reversal. And he's got an EX bar. But I got kind of lucky that he kind of did what the jury did before, where I guess he took a second to look at the health bar, and he didn't realize that I had the health lead. So as I saw him walking back, I started backdashing like crazy. This was a fun match, though. This was pretty fun, because it's two characters who have really good footsies. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like a character who has a very... good neutral skip option, right? Like Karin doesn't have her shoulder is probably her best neutral skip option, and Cammy's EX dive kick is a really good neutral skip option. But overall, we were just playing some footsies, you know, good footsies. I don't know. You can be the judge of that, but it was a fun game. Oh man, I wish I could confirm half of these crouch medium kicks. Just thinking about it, like I probably would have won the Guile game that we'll look at next time. Thinking back on it, if I could just confirm half of these. Back there in the corner. Here, I'm at a... Oh, he finally blocks the dive kick there, and I wasn't ready for that, to be honest. I get lucky again right there. It's just hard for her to deal with, man. It's hard for Karin to deal with that dive kick without burning some sort of resource or being ready to even input her DP. Throw the shoulder there. And we take that game. So those were the two games that I won, and I have something different planned for the two that I lost. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will consider subscribing, and thanks so much for watching.